While I was growing up, my parents, they are clergy. Everybody knows that clergy men and women, they are like opinion leaders in the society. I saw my parents like, those people that are so spiritual. There are some certain things we could not talk to them about. While I grew up, I decided, okay, I am on my own now. So there are some things I need to open up and talk about, and some persons too, they also need to learn from it. I saw a lot of things. I heard a lot of things. I experienced a lot of things. I heard stories. People came to meet me. They shared their stories with me. About 4 different occasions, I escaped being RAPE. That was where this book came all about.
Hello, beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome back to another amazing, mind-blowing episode of the Unscripted Seat podcast. I remain the beautiful Gen Z body of the house, Z of the good life. And like I always say, if I am alone, there's an issue. If you see only me in this set, trust me, there's a problem. I have with me the ever beautiful, the ever shining, the ever glowing Ankara queen herself, looking like a goddess today.
Looking like Nigeria.
I like it.
My country.
I really, really like today's look.
Thank
You look
love.
amazing. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
You look really, really amazing. Green is your color. Take it from me.
Really?
Yes, green is your color.
Okay, I'll see if I can pull off more green.
And we have our husband man, Utanwa Shawama. Barbecue and anything sweet what you want to call him, him he be. Today we have with us Edafe the mouthpiece.
Expensive sweet man.
Calm down now. Exactly. Every day there's an addition. Every day there's an addition.
You guys look amazing.
Thank you. So you're sounding like a popular whatever.
No, don't call it.
Hey, are we safe?
You guys look amazing.
I'm telling you, what's happening today?
I want to give the rich man vibe.
I see. And we want to thank our amazing sponsors for giving us the opportunity to keep looking dashing in front of your screen. We want to thank Ico Gas, our restaurant, and
80s Glam, Bella, Bellina.
and Justly Stores. We say thank you to these beautiful, beautiful brands. Now, the only way you can support these brands and support us is by patronizing them. So please, please do well to patronize these amazing brands, and we can assure you that they will give you the top-notch services, in fact, the best services you can ever imagine. 100% and nothing less of that. And so today we are not alone. Honestly, today I'm going to be speaking from a part of my heart that, or rather a place in my heart that I don't open up a lot. Today we have someone who is a child protection service advocate. She's a teacher. She's a mother. She is a writer. She is the writer of the book SSS. See it, say it, stop it. Honestly, we live in a society where a lot has been going on recently. I feel like it has been going on over the years, but social media has made it even more proclaimed, and we need to actually speak up more about these situations, and that is why today we have with us Mrs. EBOIGBE Victoria. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you
And thank you for picking this niche, picking this particular thing to talk about as a person. Honestly, if we had more people like you, people would be ashamed to do certain things in the society.
Society would be a better place.
Society would be a better place if we had more people like you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma.
Welcome.
So, to start with, before we go into the book, before we go into the current situation of life, I want to know what exactly motivated you to say, I need to write about this.
Okay. While I was growing up, my parents, they are clergy.
Okay.
And so, okay, everybody knows that clergy men and women, they are like opinion leaders in the society, and so much is expected of them. And when I was growing up, I saw my parents like, those people that are so spiritual. There are some certain things we could not talk to them about.
Yeah.
And so a lot happened. We could not, open up to them because of, they were expecting so much from us. People were expecting so much from us. And while I grew up, I decided, okay, I am on my own now. So there are some things I need to, open up and talk about. And some persons too, they also need to learn from it. And so that was where this book came all about.
Amazing. Honestly, this topic is very heavy. When I saw the book, I said, "See it, say it, stop it." This is a very, very heavy topic. Talking about sexual abuse on children and minors. Why this particular topic? Was there a personal experience, or you just saw things in the society and said, "This is it"?
Okay, I saw a lot of things. I heard a lot of things. I experienced a lot of things. I heard stories. People came to meet me. They shared their stories with me. About 4 different occasions, I, escaped being RAPE.
Oh, wow.
You get it? So as at then, one was in my compound, one a doctor in Warri, the other one while I was going to school, because from my place we have to walk down to school, and most times I go alone. So one day when I was going to school, there was this guy that almost foolishly I almost got into the hands of a PDF. And so after then, I could not tell anybody. I did not tell anybody. It was later my elder sister also was sharing her experience with me, so I told myself, when I have the time, all of this, I'm going to put this into writing so that parents will learn.
Yeah.
Children can also learn. We should educate our children about this, then create this awareness.
Amazing. So speaking of meaning you wrote it from partially your experiences.
Yes.
Now, while writing it, how did you handle the emotional part of it? Because I could imagine having to relive your experience while writing the book. How did you manage the emotional side of it?
Okay. Yes. First of all, sex education is a very, very sensitive topic.
Totally.
First of all, when it comes to the society, nobody wants to talk about it because we all believe we're in this kind of spiritual atmosphere. Not be my portion. This kind of
That word.
not my portion. So nobody wants to talk about it.
Yeah.
And so many people, they are shying away from it because of, the stigma that is attached to it. But I just damn all the consequences. In fact, at the end of the day, my dad, he came, my mom, she's supporting me today. Even the people I did not expect to, come for me, they are all supporting my work today. And I thank God that the society these days is coming to terms that, okay, sex is something that we should talk about.
Yeah.
Before they see it as a taboo, you go talk about, no. You don't talk about it at all. Once you talk about penis, you talk about breast, you talk about things like this. You want to spoil my pikin. I was in the salon one day and I was telling one lady like that, the lady that was making me say, person go come they tell my pikin, say make boy no touch her. No, you never reach, you never. I say, from 2 years, madam, you don't suppose that they tell your pikin good touch and bad touch, because it can happen to anybody. So it is your duty as a mother to, start educating your child from a very early age, from the early stage of life.
So, like you mentioned earlier, children find it difficult to speak up when these things happen to them.
Yes.
So what do you think scares them the most?
One, fear that people will not believe them.
Okay.
Because at then, like I told my parents, so there are some things I will not find comfortable. We were not. The bond was not just today like that. Those days parents, be like now when you say my kids, I discuss with them. You see those lapses I had with my parents. So I'm trying to, cover that vacuum. So I'm very, very open to my children. I have 2 teenage kids, so I talk to them, I relate with them, I play with them. But as at then, my father and my mother, they were like demigods to us. So we don't go too close to them because, so parents should, be close to their children and also discuss with them and believe some certain things they will tell, because then I was like, they will not believe me. Even if they believe, they will tell me, say, wait till you go find for. That's the first question my mother will ask me. So you they go school, one boy can't call you, can't really answer the boy. Why you not face your front? They walk out, they go. You know those kind of plenty questions that before you know, she will start interrogating you. Are you sure they did not do this? And so to avoid all of those troubles, so I just kept a lot of things to myself. Because maybe they will not believe, or maybe if they confront the person at the end of the day, the person will come and beat me up. There was one in my class, so while I was still in primary 4, the boy has repeated about 2 or 3 times. Let me give you one scenario. Every time you go through my seat, you come and touch my chin, my wife. That thing was irritating me. Another day, you come touch my breast because he was bigger than me. His father has a car wash, and we take
It was
that.
more of like a bully.
I'm telling you, he come touch my chest, touch the part of my body. I could not do anything about it. So one day, I went and reported to my teacher. She said, go and sit down now, because she did not see the scene. And the thing was irritating me. Why will you be touching all my body and be calling me your wife? Am I your wife? So there was this day, I was working with my needle and my thread. I was doing my home economics practical. He just came and, my wife again. I took the blade with me and I only wanted to threaten him with the blade. The thing just slitted his hand.
Oh, wow.
Went to my teacher. My teacher said, oh, yeah, follow her, they go house. Hey, as we are going home, we need to see the way this boy was raining curses on me. Eventually, when we got to my mom's shop, she said, what happened? You know, I could not explain myself. How will I tell her? He was touching my breast. He was touching my... I could not see anything. It took him to the chemist, stitched the place. Do you know, I was still afraid to go through that road.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of children, and some parents, they will not want to listen to their children. So I think this book will help them a lot. It's like a guide for them.
Yeah.
Like a guide.
Now, sexual abuse mostly comes from male to female. Now, in a situation whereby it is female to male, because whether I like it or not, a lot of male are being abused. What measure do you think those people should do to speak up? Because most of the times they don't believe it when a man says it.
They should report to the appropriate authorities. They will handle the case. We've heard of cases where, girls, they will frame up a man, they will, they should report to the police. They will do their job.
Okay, that brings me to a similar question. Male children get abused by their aunties, their housemaids.
True.
And it's quite traumatic, but these male kids can't speak up. So what would you advise their parents or their guardians to do in situations like that?
Okay, if you check the statistic, the ratio between the male and the female child, the abuse rate is just like 2-3% difference. So as you are educating your male child, as you are educating the female child, also educate the male child. So try and balance it. And also empower them, let them speak up. If they see any abnormalities, they should have the courage to speak up. Even my son, he will still tell you, see, say, stop it. They touched my bum bottle. The one boy was going through the corridor. I say, sometimes it's not every time. Yes, so that is it.
So speaking of abnormalities, a lot of children, even up till teenagers, they cannot recognize sexual abuse. Like, if maybe you were a very wise person to know that this person that was touching your cheek and calling you my wife was actually assaulting you. But many people do not realize. They realize, even when they do, it is late. They cannot recognize sexual abuse. Many children cannot recognize sexual abuse. What does your book? How does your book rather help them recognize it?
Okay, now this book has so many, it has a list of, ways children can be abused. We have different ways, some by grooming, bait, some they will come as friends, some come with gifts, some, and most times there are people that are close to us. Before somebody outside will know, abuse you, maybe it is on a rare occasion, not maybe incidentally, or maybe it just happened, but people around you, cousins, sometimes even your siblings, they can do it. It can come from anybody. So the book is like a guide for parents to know the angle it can come from. Yes.
So in situations where abuse comes from a father to a child, and we've heard cases where the mother tend to always cover up things like that. So in situations like that, what do you really think the child should do?
Okay, to report. That's why we are going to schools, because some of these cases has been reported to either the mother or somebody in the family, but they will try to cover it up.
Sometimes
And some women, because they want to save their marriage, they will now cover everything. We've heard of so many. So what we do when we go to schools, we tell the children, when anybody touch you in a way you don't like, when you come to school, report to your teacher, tell your counselor in the school, go to the vice principal, go to the principal, go to one teacher that you are very comfortable with, or probably call so and so number. So immediately they call. So instead of maybe at the end of this, some of these parents, they will come and twist the whole situation. We will now take these children to the police station. They will now interrogate them, ask them questions. We have special units. Take them there, so they will talk to them. There's a way they are going to, so they will give full details of the whole scenario. So there is no way. And they also take them to the hospital. Run a test, know if the child has been penetrated and all of that.
So do you really think it's a nice thing? Because how some of these things started, because from your book, I'm sure it's there. How some of these things started is when some uncles start saying, this is my wife, this is my wife.
Yes.
So what are the possible ways you think that should be stopped? Because that is how it creeps in.
Yes. Sometimes you hear some mothers, they will even be the one say, now your wife be this, so. You are already creating a room for that to happen. So first of all, start educating your children. Tell them you are nobody's husband. You are nobody's wife. You see your body. Your body belongs to you and you alone. That is why they call it private parts. Nobody's supposed to see your private part. Nobody's supposed to touch your private part. Nobody's supposed to put you on his or her lap. Nobody's supposed to fondle any part of your body. They should educate them, tell them that if anybody calls you to a corner and tell you, if I do this to you, you will enjoy it, it is very sweet, or probably you are going to have a little pain, but as time goes on, tell them all of them. Tell them all of this. Be open to them. Tell them penis is penis, not pee-pee. Breast is breast. Vagina is vagina, because they will now come and change everything for them. So by the time you tell them vagina is vagina, breast is breast, penis is not pee-pee, that they have sensitive parts of their body. Your mouth, nobody's supposed to touch you. Nobody's supposed to kiss you. Nobody's supposed to touch your chest. Nobody's supposed to fondle your body or any parts of your body. You're not supposed to sit on the lap of anybody and all of that. Or don't allow anybody to force you to watch pornography. Because most times that is how they convince children, say, enjoy this film with me. Don't worry, watch it. What are they doing? Okay, let's try it out. So they should tell them all of this.
Amazing. So that brings me to the part where parents, when their children, come to them to report such cases, most parents freeze. They are confused and they don't know what to do. So what would you tell a parent whose child comes to them to say, mommy, so this happened to me in school, or while you were not in the house?
First of all, they are just to calm their nerves, calm down, think of what to do, and the best thing to do is to report to the police. Yes.
So this is interesting.
Yes, it's for them to report to the police. That's the best place to go to.
Okay. So recently, there was this news where a child was molested, yes, sexually, and the parents, ran to the authorities, but nothing was done. So she cried. She had to come to social media to cry out, her pain. So what would you advise such a parent? Yes, normally reporting to the right authorities would have helped her situation, but it did not. So what would you tell such a parent to do?
We have other authorities, like you can go to the Ministry of Men's Affairs.
Okay.
They will handle it. Go to NAPTIP, go to the police, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, you said earlier that most of these acts are usually perpetrated by people who the children know, people who they are familiar with, people who they trust. And in your book, you mentioned trust with boundaries. So, can you please explain that term, trust with boundaries?
Okay, so as parents, we should tell our children that they should not give their 100% trust to even people around them.
Okay.
By the time they see some kind of funny move, they should not lay their guards totally. If they see anything instantly, they should not wait for it to happen. That's the reason for this book. We don't want it to happen. It is a menace that's actually bedeviled our society.
Yes.
So we are trying to curb all of this. So immediately they see it before it happens, because it is a lifetime trauma. So let us not allow it to happen. So they say to be forewarned is to be forearmed. So if we educate them, they have the knowledge about it, we'll have less cases, because the cases of RAP is on the increase. You get? So they should tell them not to trust anybody, because it can come from anybody. So don't trust anybody. Don't go out late. I don't send my kids outside when it's 7 o'clock. Don't send your kids outside. Even if you trust the person they are going to shop from, as they are going, they can meet anybody
on the
that can
road.
divert them.
Yeah.
Then also, mind the compound you stay. Some parents, during the holiday, okay, the holidays are coming now.
Yeah.
They will tell them, go and stay with one of your cousins, so and so place. Go. And when they go, they will not want to know the environment. And before you know, these are the periods all of this happen. And they will come back and not say anything about it. And some, because, you see, their predators will threaten them.
Exactly.
They always say, if you say anything, I will kill you. I will kill your mommy.
Yeah.
I will kill your daddy. I will kill everybody in your family. And before you know, maybe they will now show them one of those horror films and say, you see this person, you see all of this is what I will do. I will buy everybody in your family. And so the child will be living in fear, will not want to open up. Even when the parents will be like, what is happening to you? You see them, they will alienate from everybody and be, they want to be on their own.
Okay.
Talking about trust, you made mention that children should not trust everybody. Now, most of the times, fathers are closer to their daughters. So does it mean the children should not still trust their fathers, even when we know some fathers are crazy and it leads to sexual abuse?
They can trust, but to some extent. So they already know these things. There's a way that they will come and meet you, So the child should, know this is not right and open up to the mother.
So is it wrong for a father to kiss the daughter?
There is a way the father will express his love for the daughter,
child.
and you will know this is
Just
beyond father and daughter relationship. So you should tell her, anybody can happen, so it can come from anybody. So the child is already prepared. Okay, if it happens like this, let's assume that they will come and hug me and start fondling or start caressing her. She will know that this is abnormal. We've heard of so many cases. So with the the numbers we already have, it can come from anybody.
That's true.
It can come from
very,
anybody.
very true.
Can come from anybody.
So, speaking of the act itself, because the truth is, every day the numbers are climbing. Every day statistics are increasing of people who are assaulted, people who are. I feel like if you count 10 women, at least 8 of them have an experience or the other with sexual abuse. So what does your book say about healing
Okay.
and taking the power back from your abuser?
You see, we have so many damaged adults.
Exactly.
So many persons, so many persons, they don't want to talk about it. They are, some of them, they are even married today. You know, there's many women, as soon as they just share this, so this will say, "Hey, it happened to this, everybody, they will start, you know, everybody will start sharing their story, but it is a dark side of them that they don't want to talk about. But whether you like it or not, it's affecting them one way or the other. So I would suggest, you know, they go for therapy, for counseling. It is not the end of the world. Speak up, talk about it. The world and the society that we are in today, you know, we no longer stigmatize rape victims. So come out, talk about it, and free yourself from it.
Okay.
So in a situation where an adult verbally sexually assaults a child verbally, so in such situation, should the child report to the parents or authorities?
Report to the parents, then the parents can take action.
Okay. All right, amazing. So my fine girl here asked earlier that when the police doesn't do something. Now let me ask you, if you could change one thing about how the authorities, about how organizations react to reports of sexual abuse, what would it be? Say if somebody reports to the police or to any of these organizations, if you could change one thing about their processing or how they respond, what would that thing be?
I think, to me, I just think the government should inaugurate a kind of body, a special team that would, you know, head cases like this. And that team should have, you know, good lawyers, doctors, you know, policemen, and you know, some counselors that can, you know, go into detail. You know, the police, they have some restriction. Do you understand? So they have restrictions. So, but this team, they can go as far as, you know, handling these cases to the later.
Okay, amazing. Still speaking on this book, if a child who reads this book or should read this book, if a child should remember one sentence from this book, what would that sentence be? What would you suggest that sentence should be?
Okay, they should have this at the back of their mind that most predators use gift baits. That's the number one thing they use. They come with gifts. And you know, children, they like gifts. So they should know that. So there are some gifts you should not. So parents should tell, if I don't accept gift from anybody, or even if they bring it to me.
And let me know who did that.
Yes. So they should avoid some kind of gifts because predators, they use gifts. Yes.
Okay. So now that you've written this book, where do you hope that this book will take the conversation of sexual abuse in the next, say, 4 or 5 years?
Okay, I believe any child that will go through this book should have the confidence to speak up without fear or hesitation. So in 5 years' time, I believe every child will have the boldness to say, please don't touch me. Please don't use that language. Please don't do this to me. Please don't do that to me, because my 5-year-old child, you say, see it, say stop. Mommy, I can't touch my bonbon. And probably Ike is just going his own. So they should have the confidence to speak. That confidence that I lack while I was growing up. I want every child to have that confidence.
In situations, what do you think the government should do in situations when people are being accused of RAPE? Because whether you like it or not, the society now, if someone comes up and say that this person did this to me, most of the times, even your parents will not believe you. What do you think the government should do to those people that accuse people falsely?
Okay, falsely.
Yes.
And they should, that's defamation of
Yes,
character.
yes.
They should go in for it now.
Well,
They will bear the consequences of defaming that person.
okay. To tie things together, to kind of like pull all of this together. Now, we've said what we want children to learn from this book. What do you want parents to take, parents, guardians, teachers to take from this book?
Okay, parents should know that their role as parents, they are to protect their children. It is not the role of the children to protect themselves.
Yeah.
You brought them into this world, so it is your duty to take care of them, protect every part of them. So be involved in their life, know everything they do, be involved in their emotional affair, physical affair, daily affair, book affair, bathing affair, eating affair,
Everything.
everything. Yes. So with this, I believe parents, they will know so much about their children and how to bond with them. Because every day, I've been away for about 3 days, I've been talking with my kids on the phone, where they go to, where they should not go to. In fact, before they make any move, they must tell me. Before they make any move, they must tell me. It's not as if I'm caging them, but we already have this relationship. Yes, already have this relationship. I was at work one day. There was this hotel that is sharing the same fence with my compound. In fact, they were renovating it, and my daughter, she's on the big side. She's just 14. She's very big. So, she called me on the phone that, "Mommy, there's this guy that was working in this place. He was calling me that I should come." From work, I left and I came. I called my mother-in-law, called my sister-in-law. About 5 of us, we will mount the hotel.
I know that's
Because if we don't pull that stunt, so you see the scenario we're trying to create. So in case anything happens tomorrow, we'll hold you responsible. Yes.
Because you just see a child. And now, that happens a lot of times. People see a mature-looking female, and they just
Because
assume
children these days,
they just assume that she's an adult, and then they are the ones who even find out that she's a child. They're like,
but she don't big now. You know, say she big. Everything day. Not see everything day.
And honestly, it really is quite sad.
So how do people get access to your book?
Yeah.
How can they see it? Where can they get it to read?
Okay, my number is in the book. They can call me, or I can give you my number. And I go to schools. I also distribute. We also have some persons that are sponsoring this outside the country. So they will, tell me, go to schools, teach them. Some of them, they are also rape victims too. Yes, they are also rape victims. So some of them, they will send money. Please just share the message, educate children. So that's all we do.
Amazing. Can you tell us your social media so that people can find you on social media?
Yeah, on Facebook, my name is Victoria Atanaruno EBOIGBE. Yes.
Okay, so they can find you on Facebook.
Then on Instagram, Iyenoma.
All right, amazing. So honestly, I want a copy of See It, Say It, Stop It.
Exactly.
As an educator myself, I would honestly want a copy of this to at least let my students in my former life know that, let them know that they actually need to see it, say it, and stop it. You did write this book for me, but I want to thank you for writing this book. Thank you for yes, exactly. Thank you so much, ma. God bless you for this initiative. God bless you for thinking to do this for people. You didn't do this for yourself. You did this for people, and we are honestly grateful. This has been an amazing episode with me, Z of the Good Life, and Debby Billions herself, and Edafe the Mouthpiece, and our beautiful guest today, Mrs. Victoria EBOIGBE. Thank you so much for coming on. We want to thank our amazing sponsors, Ico Gas, our restaurant, and
80s Glam, Bella, Bellina,
and Just Liquor Stores. We say thank you to these amazing brands for making it possible for us to be here today. Until the amazing trio and our guest today, we want to say bye.